What if I told you that right now, at this exact second, there's a star out there so large it would swallow our entire solar system whole? Or that there's a planet where it literally rains glass? Not metaphorically. Actual glass sideways. At 5,000 miles per hour, space is so mind-bendingly weird that scientists themselves sometimes can't believe the data. Today we're counting down 10 facts about space that sound completely made up, but are 100% real. Stick around for number 3 because it might change how you look at the night sky forever. Fact 10, a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Venus rotates so slowly on its axis that it takes 243 Earth days to complete one rotation, but only 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. So technically, on Venus, New Year's Day comes before midnight on January 1st, every single year, and as a bonus, Venus spins backwards compared to almost every other planet. Nobody's exactly sure why. Fact 9, there's a giant cloud of alcohol floating in space. In the constellation Aquila, 26,000 light-years away, there's a molecular cloud called Sagittarius B2 that contains over 10 billion liters of vinyl alcohol. That's enough to make billions of bottles of spirits. Space is literally a giant cocktail bar, and we weren't invited. Fact 8. The Sun makes up 99.86% of all the mass in our solar system. Everything else, every planet, every moon, every asteroid, every comet, every bit of cosmic dust, is the remaining 0.14%. Earth is basically a speck of lint on the Sun's jacket. Jupiter, the biggest planet, is still only 0.1% of the Sun's mass. Let that sit for a second. Fact 7. Neutron stars are so dense, a teaspoon of one weighs about 10 million tons. When massive stars die, their cores collapse into objects roughly 12 miles wide, but packed with more mass than the Sun. That teaspoon? It'd weigh as much as Mount Everest, and these stars spin hundreds of times per second. Some spin so fast they're called millisecond pulsars, completing 700 rotations every single second. Fact 6. There's a planet where it rains glass sideways. HD 189733b is a deep blue planet that looks almost like Earth from a distance. But its atmosphere contains silicate particles that form glass shards, and the wind hits 5,400 miles per hour. Those shards fly sideways at that speed through its sky. The surface temperature is over 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit. Beautiful, deadly, and absolutely terrifying. Fact 5. The universe is completely silent. Every explosion, every supernova, every collision you've ever seen in a sci-fi movie, completely silent in real life. Sound requires a medium, particles to travel through. Space is essentially a vacuum. The massive explosions that tear apart galaxies happen in total silence. The universe is the biggest, most violent, most silent place that has ever existed. Fact 4. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. Scientists estimate around 1 septillion stars. That's a 1 followed by 24 zeros. Earth's beaches have about 7.5 quintillion grains of sand. So the stars outnumber the sand by roughly 100,000 to 1. If you started counting stars at 1 per second right now, you wouldn't finish in 100 trillion years. Fact 3. When you look at stars, you're looking back in time. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second, and it still takes years, decades, centuries, or even billions of years to reach us from distant stars. The North Star is 433 light-years away, meaning the light hitting your eye right now left that star in the 1590s and when Shakespeare was writing. Some stars you can see with the naked eye burned out thousands of years ago. You're literally watching the past. Fact 2. There's a diamond planet the size of Earth. 55 Cancri A, nicknamed Super Earth, is a rocky planet twice the size of Earth with carbon so compressed under extreme heat and pressure that scientists believe a third of it could be pure diamond. That's a diamond roughly the size of Earth's moon. It orbits so close to its star that a year there lasts 18 hours and the surface temperature is close to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Worth the commute? Debatable. Fact 1. The universe might be infinite, and you might have infinite copies. If the universe is truly infinite in size, then every arrangement of matter must eventually repeat, because there are only a finite number of ways particles can be arranged, which means there are infinite versions of you right now, living slightly different lives. Some made different choices. Some are watching this video for the 4th time. The math doesn't technically rule this out. Good night.